Another Tuesday is here, and I am delighted to bring you another expertly selected top 5 global development publications. These ones are really good. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's Goalkeepers Initiative publishes a yearly report using data and stories to describe progress made towards achievement of the SDGs. As expected, their 2020 Goalkeepers report focused on the effect of COVID-19 on the SDGs. Without mincing words, the report clearly states that progress towards the SDGs have completely stalled, and most targets have regressed. The pandemic is not only a health crisis, but has seeped into every facet of life, from the economy to housing and education. The report calls for collaboration from governments, businesses, financial services, and development institutions to get the pandemic under control. It stresses collaboration in the areas of diagnostics and treatment, manufacturing of tests and doses, and equitable delivery of necessary equipment and tools. The data on the status of the 18 SDG targets can be found in the report on pages 20 to 41. As we begin to round up what has been a very interesting year for Africa, we suggest an opportunity to revisit some of the predictions made at the beginning of the year. Some of them are captured in our second recommendation, which is Foresight Africa 2020, which lays out top development priorities for Africa for 2020 to 2030. In 6 chapters, each chapter covers a priority area for Africa, which include achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, deepening good governance, leveraging demographic trends for economic transformation, capturing the 4th Industrial Revolution, and finally, bolstering Africa's role in the global economy. The report also presents not only the challenges in addressing these priorities, but the opportunities and strategies that can be explored to achieve the Africa we all want. Up next on our list of recommendations is the African Development Bank's 2020 African Economic Outlook. This year's report focuses on education and skills development for Africa's workforce of the future. The report underscores that economic growth on the continent has not been inclusive or contributed to poverty reduction and closing the inequality gap. The 3rd chapter of the report focuses on financing for education and skills development, and it lays down recommendations for African countries to increase spending on education and to enact policies to create space for private sector investment in education. With Nigeria ratifying the African Continental Free Trade Area this week, we bring you UNCTAD's report on economic development in Africa, which is focused on the rules of origin for intra-African trade. UNCTAD is the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, and the report explores the challenges and opportunities for Africa presented by the African Continental Free Trade Area, as well as the relationship with the rules of origin and regional value chains on the continent. The report is a very comprehensive read, but you have to invest some time because it is 240 pages long. Last but not least, the government of Rwanda and the World Bank published a book earlier this year that examines Rwanda's economic journey so far and the challenges and wins along the way. The crux of the book looks at future drivers of growth in Rwanda that include human capital and innovation, transformation through trade, faster urbanization, greater agglomeration, competitiveness and enterprise development for innovation-led growth, transition in agriculture and food as an engine of growth, and finally, a capable and accountable state institution. Those are my top 5 recommendations for this week, and I hope you find them useful. Links to all publications are available as always. This week is Africa Industrialization Week, which started on Monday and culminates into Africa Industrialization Day, which is on Friday, the 20th of November. This year's theme is Inclusive and Sustainable Industrialization in the African CFTA era. There are a number of events all week organized by the UN and the AU, and if this is your thing, check out our tweets. Have a lovely week, everyone, and stay safe.